Hey, what is up, guys? How's it going? This is Furgie here, back with the start of a new series that Tristan and I are going to be switching off on, where we bring you individual classes and we kind of show you their specs, what they're good at, what they're bad at, which doesn't happen very often with these classes, but we just kind of want to show you them one by one individually to give you a real good breakdown and hopefully help you get better at this game. So today we're going to be looking at my AK12 class, and the AK12 is probably one of my favorite assault rifles in this game, next to maybe the Honey Badger or the Remington. There are a couple things I normally use on it. I typically always use a siler on every single weapon, no matter what. As I've said in previous videos, I don't like people knowing where I am. You can also use a muzzle brake if you like more range, but that really isn't a problem. An alternative is extended mags and different combinations like that, but I feel that the grip is a really important attachment on this weapon, no matter what else you're using, even if you're using 3 attachments, etc. I don't normally use a secondary or a lethal or a tactical just because I like using the 3 extra perk points. It gives you a whole extra perk or maybe even 3 more perks. So that's a big deal for me. My starting perks on this class are Sleight of Hand. For obvious reasons, I like reloading quickly. Focus, just because when you get shot, you want to be able to win gunfights. When it's you can sometimes even win if somebody starts shooting at you first and you turn on them or something. You can win like that with the help of focus. And then fully loaded is also important for lots of ammunition. I use specialist, so I like going on long gun streaks, so I don't want to run out of ammo. Amplify, as I've said in previous videos, is a really important perk right now for me. I even like it better than Dead Silence, so I know where people are. And then Stalker, which is probably the most important perk there, but I'll get to that in a minute. For Specialist, I run Scavenger, Steady Aim, and Off the Grid, and I sometimes mix up the order of all 3 of these. It doesn't really make a difference for me because I have fully loaded. You might not need Scavenger right away. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. Steady Aim is important for close quarters kind of things, and Off the Grid is important for staying off the grid. I have Dead Silence, ICU, what's it called? That the Quick Draw kind of perk, not Quick Draw kind of perk, Ready Up, and then Quick Draw there for my bonus perks, which are just another good additions to this class. Now, if you like running assault, something you can do is you can take off fully loaded and put on hardline and then run your assault streaks, because you're not going to need as much ammo to get your streaks, and they're going to be getting some kills for you. So typically that's a good setup if you like running assault. Support probably kind of works the same way. Now here I'm going to display how important the grip is on this gun, and I'm at a pretty close range right now. Keep that in mind. If you were to scoot back, you would be able to tell even more so how important it is. I'm going to actually use a magazine there with AK12 with no attachments, and then one here with the grip. And you'll notice that the spreads are actually fairly similar, but keep in mind I am pretty close to this crate here. But you'll notice that the no attachment really kind of sways to the left and right, and it can kind of go everywhere. I've used it without grip before, and I haven't liked it near as much. Grip is just a lot more reliable. So now I'm going to actually show you guys how important Stalker is. Now I talked about Stalker a minute ago, and I didn't really get into it, but I feel like Stalker is the most important perk on this class, because when you use Stalker, you have the mobility speed of an SMG, and I typically like to use SMGs in the past, and now this game being so assault rifle dominant, I like using Stalker just so I can aim faster. You can aim between enemies quicker. You can see how big of a difference it makes, and I'll actually be using this in game, and you can see you can pick up kills quickly. You can sometimes kill 2 or 3 enemies at once. They won't be able to drop you. Now I'm going to play a gameplay here in the background. This is nothing big. I'm pretty sure it's just a specialist streak, but I do use most of these perks to my advantage here, so you can see kind of my playstyle. I don't really rush as much as I used to, but I do play kind of a patrol style on this game just because the spawns are kind of insane and things like that. But if you pay attention, you can see that I'm using most of these perks to my advantage here, and I like playing with assault rifles. Imagining that they're submachine guns. That's just how I like playing. And when we bring you submachine gun classes, obviously I won't put Stalker on it just because I like everything being equal and everything being the same, so I can kind of stay synchronized with all of the weapons I'm using. Now Tristan uses very different classes from mine. He actually puts 3 attachments on everything, and he primarily runs assault. So we have very different play styles, so I'm actually kind of excited for him to bring you his versions. We're going to be switching off, so he'll bring you a class next, and he'll do that by himself, so that should be interesting. Like I said, we got him hooked up with a PVR, so that'll be good. So I hope you guys are excited for what he's going to bring you, and we'll just see how far this series goes. There are a couple ideas I have for series, for videos, etc. and I'll kind of see how those play out. But this is kind of the pilot for this series, and I think it's going to work out pretty well because of the multitude of weapons and perks and just, attachments, etc. in this game make for so many different combinations of classes that there's a lot of different play styles that you can have with all these different weapons and a lot of different possibilities for how you can play this game. And I think that's a pretty beautiful part about it, and I think it'll be interesting here in the future as we bring you more, I guess, different classes you'll see here coming up. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy. I'm going to let the rest of the gameplay play out here. I should be bringing you guys another video tomorrow, maybe the next day, with Tristan or without Tristan. We'll see how that goes. So thank you for watching. Leave a rating, all that stuff, and I will just see you guys next time.
If he didn't do his homework.
Enemy SATCOM spotted. A secure.
I know, like, seriously, that's what I said. I was like, Mama angry, Jesus.
Specialist.